Good morning and happy Thursday. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Daily Grind. I'm your host, Chump Change. This is live and recorded. If you guys have any questions after the fact, leave it down in the comments below or just at me in the chat now and we'll answer them as we go. What's going on, Carl Coat? Who else is here? Leo Lustig, Steven Cicero. We have Duke Nukem in the house. Crypto Tito. It's early for you. Good morning. Sadie sometimes. Overboard Tech. Automatic Beats. What's up, man? Condibits. Good to see you. Shay Mining. Good to see you, buddy. Let's see. Cape Cod Crypto, my man. I love the new logo. The 4th of July flag. Nice, man. Nice. The Maker's Dimension. What's up, buddy? I haven't seen you in a minute. Dumpster Fire, Slaw Squash, Regilio. Good to see you guys. All right, let's check out the market this morning. Let's see what we're looking like. Bitcoin, 3655 in the green, up 1.22%. Ethereum, 1870. We have XRP at 47 cents. Dogecoin, under 6.5. And LTC at 85. Dropping a little bit, but not too bad. Let's see what's the winner of the day. Well, loser of the day is XRD. Look at that, down 16.9%. I'm gonna blow this up so you guys see a little better. This FTT, so kind of interesting. We're gonna watch something today about Sam Bankman-Fried and them reopening FTX, but rebranding it. So I don't know what's gonna happen with this token. And that's probably a partial reason as to why this has been pumping and whatever the past like couple weeks, right? Just random up and down every day. Let's see if you guys have any questions, just add me in the chat. What's up, Network Bits? Good morning, buddy. Good to see you. 619 OTA. Good to see you, buddy. When Helium Moon says trolling Network Bits. Perfect. All right, let's see over here, top 10 coins by coin market cap. We have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, BNB, USD Coin, XRP, Lido Staked Ether, Cardano, Dogecoin's in 9th, Solana in 10th. And yeah, that's how we're looking. Tron, Litecoin, Polkadot, Polygon. Not too bad. Litecoin's creeping up though. It was down to 14th, so it's getting there. Let's see. All right, let's check out the Fear and Greed Index today. 54, neutral. Pretty much the same as it's been forever. All right. So first, we're gonna start with this before we get into the AI regulation stuff. This is Crypto World, CNBC television. This is they cover the SBF case. Like I said, FTX is going to be like, or talks about reopening stuff. Sam Bankman-Fried loses his bid to toss criminal charges, so they like kind of said just F you to him. And then Mastercard introduces a token network. So I want to see what this is all about. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Without further ado, let's dive in.
Today, FTX reportedly moves ahead on plans to revive its international crypto exchange. Israel seizes crypto the country believes was used to finance Hezbollah and Iran's Revolutionary Guard. And Mastercard's head of crypto explains the company's new digital asset network introduced today. Welcome to CNBC's Crypto World. I'm Tanea McKeel. Major cryptocurrency.
God, this background is terrible. I don't know why they changed it to this. Strange.
Is slightly in the red today. As of noon Eastern, Bitcoin inched lower but was still trading above the $30,000 level. Ether traded around $1,850 and Polygon's Matic token fell 3%.
So they drop this episode at like, I don't know, 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time the day, or so like this afternoon they'll drop another one for today. So I watch it like a day behind. So the things are a little off with like prices.
Okay, let's get right to the top stories today. FTX is starting talks to relaunch its international crypto exchange. That's according to this article from the Wall Street Journal published today, which cited FTX's new CEO, John Ray, as saying that the crypto company is soliciting interested parties to the reboot of the exchange. Citing people familiar with the discussions, the Journal reported that the failed crypto firm has been holding early talks with investors about backing the potential restart through structures, including a joint venture. FTX would likely rebrand as part of any relaunch, according to the report. We tried to reach out to FTX for confirmation, but did not hear back right away.
All right, I want to know what you guys think real quick. FTX actually reopening up. Why not just start a new company? Why would you want to start with like your face already dragged through the mud and then, you know, you're washing it off to start over? Like, I don't understand. It makes no sense. Like, why even bring FTX into it? Just keep all the people in the background, let them start a new exchange. Simple as that. I don't understand why they would just throw FTX into the mix. Makes no sense to me.
In the meantime, yesterday, a federal judge rejected Sam Bankman-Fried's bid to throw out most of the charges the former FTX CEO is facing. That decision paves the way for his trial in October. Next, the Israeli government announced yesterday that it seized millions of dollars in crypto from accounts that had sent or received funds in alleged financing schemes for a powerful arm of the Iranian military and the Iran-backed Hezbollah militant group. Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant said that for the first time ever, Israel's National Bureau for Counterterror Financing confiscated crypto from Hezbollah and from Iran's Quds Force. Both have been designated by the US and some other governments as terrorist organizations and locked out of the traditional global financial system. Chainalysis said their tools played a role in this, quote, landmark national security achievement. In a blog post, the blockchain analytics firm said that Israel seized a total of about $1.7 million worth of crypto and disrupted cryptocurrency-based terrorism financing infrastructure run by two organizations. Finally, Mastercard, the world's second largest card network, just introduced what it's calling the MultiToken network, which is aimed at financial institutions, fintech companies, and businesses. It would allow various parties to interact on the same network in an interoperable way. And this is the latest initiative from Mastercard, which has rolled out other capabilities to make activity on this network more secure, scalable, and of course, interoperable. The company says it's testing various capabilities the network can be used for, beginning with tokenized bank deposits.
How do you guys feel about that? That's honestly, that's some pretty good news for, or in the step in the right direction for adoption, right? Mainstream adoption when the credit cards start getting into crypto. It's kind of cool.
For our main story, Crypto World's Talia Kaplan spoke with Mastercard's head of crypto, Raj Damodran, about the new network. He breaks down what inspired the MultiToken network to come about and what the company's trying to achieve by launching products and solutions focused on blockchain technology.
I have not heard this yet, so
You have always said that instilling trust is a critical step towards realizing the full potential of the blockchain ecosystem. And today, Mastercard is building on that theme, introducing what's called the MultiToken network, or MTN. You say that the network was created with the goal of enabling more efficient payment and commerce applications. Can you expand on your vision for this new network?
Yeah, absolutely. As you've seen, the crypto sector as a whole has a lot of innovation going on in terms of foundational technologies. We're also seeing the financial institutions and central banks get involved in this, wanting to take advantage of the innovations that are in there to help power a new breed of financial technology as well as innovation, right? But in order to fully take advantage of that underlying technology, we think there need to be few foundational places in place before application developers, fintechs, take full advantage of it. And that's the reason we are talking about MTN today, which is a combination of these technologies that solve for these foundational issues.
Real quick, fintechs, right? Are those banks in like EU and stuff or overseas? Is that what they call banks? Fintechs? Am I wrong? Somebody correct me in the chat. I know a lot of you guys are from UK and stuff, so let me know.
Depending on what you just said, I understand MTN aims to meet what you say are 4 key industry needs, including trust in technology and consumer protections. Can you take us through what you call the pillars of trust and explain how MTN incorporates these pillars?
Yeah, absolutely. The first one, really for financial institutions or any the fintechs and businesses to develop applications is really knowing who you're developing for, the identity. Knowing who the person is on the other side of the transaction is such a foundational thing for formal financial applications. We think that should be the number one building block that is needed. So we took the first step on that by launching the Mastercard Crypto Credential earlier this year, where people are starting to use it for powering cross-border transactions. And that kind of identity mechanism that is purpose-bound to the kind of transaction and the interaction that you need to have is key to building any successful application. The second piece of this is really what is the currency, what is the payment token that's going to power these transactions and applications. Now, we think the financial institutions are handling all of the deposits for consumers and businesses. And today, that hasn't gotten the power of programmability and immutability and fast moment of value that the blockchain technologies offer. It hasn't benefited from that. We think bringing that tokenized forms of bank deposits to power this network will help applications to be developed that actually addresses all aspects of the economy, not just a smaller sector. Right? So that is the second piece. And the third piece, which you alluded to already, is the technology itself, people need to understand how that works and need to be able to trust the technology for it to work with other networks. If you provide a blockchain-based network, it needs to interact with the real world. It needs to provide transfers of value, make sure that it can be trusted and scale. So that is another aspect. But none of this comes together without a common rule set that everyone can follow, where consumers and businesses are protected with the right set of protections. And because things do go wrong, we can't always automate everything away in algorithm. You need a common rule set so that when things go wrong or there is a fraud happens, there's an equitable way of resolving those disputes and getting a trusted way to build applications. We think all of this comes together to develop a new set of financial applications that benefit all of this: the trust in identity, trust in the currency format, trust in the technology, trust in the right set of rules for powering a new set of financial applications.
So you're beginning to
hold on. So like, I'm wondering, like, how does do you guys think that, say, Mastercard will get hit with all this unregistered security stuff if they're doing tokenization? I don't know how that would be affected. I don't know. Strange. Let me know what you guys think about that in the chat. And apparently financial, what was it? It was financial tech or financial technology. So I guess it would be considered banking over there, right? Pretty interesting. Okay, that's what fintech stands for, by the way.
to test this new network. So I'm wondering, where does MTN stand right now? I believe you're kicking off the beta version in Europe soon.
Yeah, so a key to do this is to work with partners in developing the right set of use cases. So we're making these capabilities available in the form of a beta network in UK first, and we're inviting financial institutions, fintechs, and crypto fintechs to help build a set of financial applications on top of this. We're launching an innovation sprint over the summer, which we hope we will bring in these capabilities out in the form of use cases. Ultimately, some of these will go on to be live in parts of the world.
So last time we spoke was in April at one of the biggest crypto conferences in the world, Consensus 2023. That's where you revealed what's called Mastercard Crypto Credential, which you brought up today earlier in this conversation. And Crypto Credential essentially established a set of standards and infrastructure that Mastercard believes will help authenticate interactions among consumers and businesses using blockchain networks. Now, here we are 2 months after you debuted Crypto Credential at Consensus. So I'm wondering, how is that service going so far, and what has it been able to achieve?
That's right. We talked about the Crypto Credential at Consensus, and we launched it with a number of partners. They're hard at work in integrating that capability. We hope to get that cross-border transactions live soon. So that is the number one. Second, since then, we've used the capability in some of the work that we've been doing on the central bank digital currencies. In particular, Australia project, Australian Central Bank, Reserve Bank of Australia, wanted to bring their central bank digital currency to the public blockchain to pay for an NFT. So that requires you to KYC the person, identify the person, interact with that wallet using our technology, Crypto Credential technology. So we've been using that, and we're continuing to use it in other projects, including the MTN that we announced today. It is the key building block that will power the identity side of the MTN.
So that just kind of answered my question. So they're going to be, I guess, pushing the KYC when it comes to this MasterCard stuff. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, apparently, I would assume that Gary Gensler would be okay with that. Let's see.
What's your goal with all these new projects in the digital asset space? Do you think there's perhaps a race to create a global blockchain network, especially as it pertains to payment systems? And is this development part of an effort to win that race?
Crypto Frank, dude, you're insane. Thank you so much for the $49.99 super chat, dude. Jesus, you're insane. I appreciate it.
I've bought companies and kept the same name although they did some wrong. Having a rebirth is a great boost for a company. Also, the IP such as patents could be tied to that name. Even if you change the name, people always know it was FTX.
That's actually an interesting way to think about it. So you've had companies and you've rebirthed them. That's okay. That's interesting. Very interesting. Also, the IP such as patents could be tied to the name. Yeah, that's a very good point. I didn't think of it like that. Dude, thank you so much for the super chat. That means a lot. I really do appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, we don't think of it as a race. I think we always approach the opportunity in terms of choice. We want to provide choice to our customers in terms of how they move value. And we, as you know, we run a card network. We also enable cross-border payments. We have an open banking network. So what we hope is that this, with the set of foundational capabilities that we're building for the right participants, this would be a great way to write financial applications, to move value across the borders, to be able to power businesses with flexible financial applications. This MTN network will bring a credible choice in that respect.
Shout out to Crypto World for that. Crypto Frank, please send me something that you want in the Misfit Mining store. Like, I don't even care what it is. Just send me a bunch of stuff you want. I'll print out some stuff and I will send it over to you if you need anything for like CPU miners, whatever. Because I have all those stands and stuff. So go to misfitmining.com and just pick out some stuff. Shoot me a DM in Discord or email and I'll get you some stuff because I feel bad. You always donate and I always appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right, let's get into this right here. AI regulations are here. EU plans for artificial intelligence. This is something I'm super interested in because I have a feeling that the US and stuff is going to follow suit when it comes to things like this. So I want to hear what they have to say. I haven't watched it yet. If you guys have, feel free to, I don't know, tag along, I guess, or you don't have to watch with us. But either way, let me know what you guys think about it in the chat or ask questions. We'll pause it and talk as we go.
AI regulation is coming. Governments around the globe have been actively discussing how they can control this new technology, and politicians in the EU's Parliament recently approved the world's first AI rules. If history is any indication, the EU's AI rules could become the standard for every country and region. Reviewing these regulations is therefore required to understand what's coming. So today I'm going to give you a brief history of the EU's AI rules, tell you what they say, explain what they could mean for you, and assess whether AI regulation is even possible.
Someone just asked, where are the crows? Because if you guys saw one of the other videos he was in, he was sitting on a bench and these crows were just squawking the whole time. It was terrible, but he probably moved from that spot because they were a pain in the ass, if I had to guess.
The EU's AI rules have their roots in the bloc's Digital Decade initiative, the second phase of which began in 2020, around the time the pandemic got underway.
That's kind of funny. Digital Decade. This is like the food pyramid, but for electronics. That's a riot.
The other initiatives that nobody voted for, the EU's Digital Decade initiative seeks to completely transform the continent by the year 2030. If you've watched our video about the online censorship laws being introduced around the world, you'll know this 2030 date is everywhere because of the UN's Sustainable Development Goals, or SDGs, which every country is supposed to meet by 2030. Let's just say that many EU politicians have drunk that Kool-Aid. That said, not all the EU's digital policy proposals have been dystopian. One example is the Digital Markets Act, which forces big tech companies to allow you to change the software on their devices. As a result of this rule, you will soon be able to, say, uninstall iOS and install Android on an Apple device. The EU's AI Act seems to be another example of surprisingly reasonable regulation. The only caveat is the AI Act is a regulation, meaning that it will override any AI regulations that European countries already have in place, without the input or approval of their citizens. That's the EU for you. Anyways, the text of the AI Act was published by the European Commission in April 2021, long before OpenAI had introduced ChatGPT. For context, only the European Commission can table policy proposals in the EU. These proposals are then debated by the European Parliament until they are passed. This is basically what's been happening over the last 2 years, but there have only been a few amendments so far. Most of these have had to do with AI technologies that have emerged or become popular since then, such as generative general-purpose AI, which of course includes ChatGPT. On that note, OpenAI has reportedly been lobbying EU politicians to ensure that their AI rules don't overburden the company. Some of you may remember seeing a few headlines about CEO Sam Altman promising to pull the company out of the EU if these proposed AI rules don't change. According to Time magazine, OpenAI lobbied EU politicians to drop the high-risk label for, quote, foundation model generative AI technologies such as ChatGPT and DALL-E. It seems Sam succeeded. The final text approved on the 14th of June ensures that OpenAI's technologies operate with less scrutiny. Speaking of which, some of you might know that USDC stablecoin issuer Circle has also been influencing the EU when it comes to crypto regulation. If you watched our most recent video about Mica, you'll know that it contained significant restrictions for stablecoins that aren't set up like USDC. Funny that. Now, to clarify, the AI Act still has a few more hoops to jump through before it becomes full-blown regulations. If we don't reach some sort of AI singularity that requires a last-minute change, the AI Act will be finished sometime early next year. Even then, it may not actually come into force until 2026. In any case, the contents of the AI Act are where things get interesting. For starters, it'll apply to any individual or institution that's developing or offering AI technologies used in the EU, even if the individual or institution is not located in the EU. This explains why OpenAI has been lobbying so hard. The Act puts all AI technologies on a risk spectrum, with lowest risk technologies being mostly unregulated and the highest risk technologies being entirely prohibited. If you're wondering what high risk means, well, the original text provides a clear definition. The EU could sure teach the SEC a thing or two. Jokes aside, high-risk AI technologies are, quote, those that have a significant harmful impact on the health, safety, and fundamental rights of persons in the Union. It appears that the updated text includes harm to, quote, the environment, democracy, and the rule of law. Now, all a bit vague, if you ask me. Not surprisingly, the list of prohibited and high-risk AI technologies has expanded because of this expanded definition. The prohibited list includes AI use in biometric systems in publicly accessible spaces, AI use in predictive policing, AI use in emotion recognition systems, and AI use in social scoring. The high-risk list includes AI use in critical infrastructure such as transportation, AI use in education, especially scoring, AI use in essential services including issuing loans, AI use in employment and hiring, and AI use in justice and democratic processes. Note that all these AI uses will be permitted. Obviously, anyone offering these high-risk AI technologies will have to comply with a long list of rules, including providing a detailed risk assessment, ensuring that their datasets contain no bias, keeping track of everything they do, and providing clear information to anyone using their technologies.
Real quick, I just put a poll in the chat. I want to know if you guys use anything like ChatGPT or just anything in general, like any of those imaging softwares, whatever. I'm just interested to know.
Now, this ties into the requirements for low-risk AI technologies, which are limited to transparency and labeling obligations. Users of these technologies just need to know that they're interacting with an AI. The foundation model generative AIs fall into this category, albeit with a few more requirements. The EU also outlines a third category of AI technologies which offer no measurable risk. These include AI use in video games and spam filters. Logically, these kinds of AI technologies have no requirements. Now, the EU's website notes that most of the AI currently used in the EU falls into this third category. Now, as you might expect, there's a long list of fines for those who fail to comply with the requirements of the AI Act. The most severe sanctions apply to those who operate prohibited AI technologies. The fines can be as high as 40 million euros or 7% of annual revenue, whichever is higher.
Jesus.
A failure to comply with data-related requirements, such as not using copyrighted content, or transparency-related requirements, such as not labeling AI content, could result in fines of up to 20 million euros or 4% of annual revenue, whichever is higher. A failure to comply with any of the other requirements in the AI Act could result in fines of up to 10 million euros or 2% of annual revenue, whichever is higher. As a bonus, providing incomplete or incorrect information to regulators can result in fines of up to 5 million euros or 1% of annual revenue, whichever is higher. Say, this sounds potentially pretty lucrative for the EU. In all seriousness, you should know that the AI Act scrutinizes any AI use cases involving biometrics or facial recognition. It seems that EU politicians want to ensure that citizens in the bloc won't be governed by AI in any way. This is certainly good news, but the AI Act could still be bad news in practice. Recall, if you will, the definition of a high-risk AI technology. Quote, those that have a significant harmful impact on the health, safety and fundamental rights of persons in the Union, including, quote, the environment, democracy and the rule of law. Again, this definition is excessively broad and arguably problematic. For starters, the definition of significant harmful impact is open to interpretation, and it's guaranteed that this definition will be stretched when it comes to things like the environment, democracy, and the rule of law. It's
Sadie sometimes in the chat said I had a flip phone until 2 years ago. I'm not ready for AI.
eerily similar to the wording in the Digital Services Act, which legalizes online censorship. Case in point, there have recently been a series of articles asking whether AI is harmful to the environment due to its energy consumption and such. If EU bureaucrats ever started butting heads with foreign AI firms, they could simply label them as environmentally harmful and kick them out. The same goes for the democracy aspect. The most recently approved text of the AI Act includes provisions that effectively apply a high-risk label to any social media algorithms associated with elections. Any social media platform with more than 45 million users will fall under scrutiny. Consider a scenario where an anti-EU candidate is running for president in one of the EU's countries. EU bureaucrats could prohibit social media platforms from allowing this candidate's content to go viral by labeling it as being harmful to democracy. Some would say this has been happening in the EU already. The rule of law part could have a similar outcome. This would presumably include any AI technology that is in any way involved in creating skepticism around the EU and its often undemocratic regulations. It's important to remember that the top priority of these institutions is to protect themselves. And it's not just the institutions either. It's hard to see how significant harmful impact could be measured at an individual level. What counts as significantly harmful varies from person to person. Setting personal harm as the threshold means lowering it to the level of the most sensitive person in society. Now, to be fair, it's more than likely that more than a few people would have to be harmed for the EU to determine an AI to be significantly harmful.
You guys ever see that video with the lady, like when Trump got elected, dude, she was like having literally a panic attack, freaking out on the street. It was insane.
Some would say that we live in a very sensitive society, and that's putting it lightly. Lots of people also exaggerate or even fake their personal harm for attention. The practical effect of this is rules and regulations that only make sense to a small minority of people, usually the minority that you see on the mainstream media. For everyone else, it results in unnecessary restrictions.
Hold on. I gotta go back a little bit. Arms are for hugging. What the hell is going on? These protests are like, you know what, stand for what you want, but like, come on. Stop it.
Else, it results in unnecessary restrictions. And in the case of AI in the EU, that means falling behind in a race it can't afford to lose. To their credit, EU politicians have proposed creating a regulatory sandbox for new AI technologies that allows them to assess their risks more objectively. The problem there is that this means the EU can control which AI technologies are allowed. Never mind that its assessment may not be objective. And don't even get me started about how much control the EU could have over high-risk AI technologies, such as those involved in education. Something tells me that there are more than a few EU bureaucrats who would love to leverage these tools to make sure that every child grows up loving the Union. So this brings me to the big question, and that's if it's even possible to regulate AI. Well, the short answer is yes, but it requires either controlling the software or the hardware. In other words, it requires controlling the internet where this software is used, or the advanced microchips that make the software possible. Controlling the internet is easier said than done, but it seems to be on the roadmap of almost every government. What they desire is for everyone to require a digital ID to access the internet so that everything is closely tracked and controlled. That would make it impossible for rogue AI to arise. It's also possible that governments would try and implement an alternative internet which is controlled at every layer.
They can try to control everything, but there's no chance that they're going to be able to stop any type of rogue AI if somebody doesn't want to register or wants to get around it. I'm sorry. Like, there's people that can hack into, the government's stuff. Forget about freaking just trying to, be anonymous. Like, it's definitely possible. I don't know, that's a little far-fetched.
It or not, but the internet, as designed today, is fairly decentralized. However, one of the points of centralization is internet service providers, and this is where governments could take control. If you watched our two-part video series about the World Economic Forum's cyber attack simulations, you might recall it speculating that the endgame of a global cyber attack could be to force everyone to switch to a single internet service provider, such as Starlink. This would likewise make it impossible for rogue AI to arise. When it comes to hardware, meanwhile, it's easy to forget that AI doesn't work without it, and even easier to forget that most microchips for advanced AIs are currently made in Taiwan. Given the geopolitical tensions in that region, the cessation or even just the disruption of production could stop AI dead in its tracks. Now, it may sound crazy, but this is exactly what the US and the EU are planning for. The fact that both are rushing to create their own advanced microchip factories is a tacit admission that some kind of conflict in the Taiwan Strait is not a question of if, but when.
You know what? It's funny they talk about microchips. What do you guys think about that Neuralink thing that Elon Musk was talking about that could cure paralysis and all this other shit? It gets implanted in your brain. And yeah, what if that shit just took over your body? I don't know, that's crazy. That's crazy.
The answer could very well be sooner than we think. Speculation aside, the fact of the matter is that the US, EU, and others will soon have their own microchip manufacturing facilities. We could easily see them implement advanced security controls that would only allow AI-related chips to function if their purchaser has received regulatory approval. Some would say that this is also a question of when, not if. There's been an undeniable trend towards extreme centralization in recent decades, and the result will be the centralization of as much software and hardware as governments can trick or force their citizens into accepting. Now, with all that said, the EU has taken a third approach, and that's to focus on the data. By forcing anyone working with AI technologies to provide their data to regulators, it becomes impossible for AI to evade regulation. Now, this is clever, but comes with lots of loopholes that other EU regulations are trying to close. Put simply, the effectiveness of the EU's AI regulations ultimately depends on whether the Union can maintain control of the data that AI uses to operate. Now, it's too soon to say if this innovative approach will work, but if it does, then you can bet that we'll see other regulators elsewhere take the same approach. Then again, it's possible that some or even most countries will try and postpone AI regulations as much as possible. This is because most governments want AI to evolve as quickly as it can. The faster it evolves, the bigger the advantages they have.
Yeah, but also the more risk. If, I don't know. Listen, if Elon Musk is worried about AI and how we have to be careful with it. I'm listening to that guy. I ain't listening to the government. That's just me, to be honest. I mean, I don't know what you guys think about that, but yeah, I don't know. This shit can get out of hand real fast if they go too quick.
This is a big part of why regulators have been slow to rein it in. The only reason they're starting to step in now is because they're realizing that allowing AI to evolve unchecked could backfire spectacularly. Besides the possibility that AI could somehow become sentient and start breaking stuff, many countries are likely using AI against their geopolitical opponents. This use is probably in the form of information warfare, primarily via social media. And it's not just countries either. As domestic tensions increase, the use of AI for propaganda purposes will become more common. Some of you will have heard about the AI-generated ads recently used by a politician in the United States. It is going to be fascinating to see how governments balance allowing AI to evolve while preventing it from evolving into something they don't want.
Wait, that's the thing? They did AI-generated... Wait, what did he just say? This? Democrat sounds alarm over AI-generated political ads with new bill. What? Well, did you guys see this? Does anybody have a link to that? If anybody does, let me know.
In the United States.
That's weird.
It is going to be fascinating to see how governments balance allowing AI to evolve while preventing it from evolving into something they don't want.
But you know what's scary about that though? Like, so there's so many videos of me out there of like people that live stream, right? Just in general. Hawk, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Don't super chat me. What are you doing? Thank you so much.
I said regulation is coming quick. The threat is more substantial than fake internet money. Lol.
Yes, very true. God, I lost my train of thought. Damn it. Killing me. What the hell was I just gonna say? I don't even remember what I was just saying. All right, so many videos out there, right? Live streaming people. Just in general, like if they can AI fake things, right? This could be very bad for people like myself or like just anybody, you know, like say Joe Rogan or even Elon Musk. I mean, we've seen AI kind of fakes similar to that, but it really wasn't so much AI. It was more just like, I guess, over talking him, right, on those crypto scam stuff. But like, what if like a crime was committed, right, and it was actually like a video AI of somebody doing something, but that crime was really committed by somebody else? Now this person's getting bagged for it and arrested, and there's evidence because it's on video. How do you prove it's not real? Like, you know what I mean? That's like, it's terrifying to a sense, right? Do you guys think the same thing, or is it just me? So I don't know, that shit's crazy. The deep fake thing is kind of scary.
I suspect that it's going to look like what we're seeing with crypto regulations today, but the stakes will be much higher. It's not just money, it's information as well. Make no mistake, you should be keeping track of AI developments and regulations. It might not seem like it now, but both are going to have a profound impact on every aspect of our lives. Just like the internet and crypto, it's going to take time for that to happen, but you best believe that it's coming. We'll be sure to keep you updated on both topics in addition to your regularly scheduled crypto and macro content. And if you happen to be worried about whether AI will...
Condibits, thank you.
Hit the damn like button, people. Support the chump against the algorithm.
Thank you for the 50 DKK. I appreciate it, buddy. You guys don't have to donate. Thank you so much.
Take your job, be sure to check out our video about that using the link in the description.
Honestly, Corn Bureau is awesome. Shout out to him for keeping it real and doing videos all the time. So that is great. All right. What do you guys got in the chat? What do you guys feel about this whole AI thing? I'm going to kill this poll, actually. Do you use AI, ChatGPT, or anything else? 53% of you said yes, and 44% say no. There's one person that said show results. I think it was one person. 75 votes. Damn, so that's kind of interesting. 53% of you use it. Now, if you use ChatGPT, what do you guys use it for? I'm interested in that. I would like to know. Like, do you guys use it for, like, work stuff? Or, I don't know. Like, what do you use it for? Let's see. Yes, AI. Oh, Hawk, thank you so much for the super chat. It's going to read it.
Yes is already doing ADs for politics. Law enforcement will need an AI to police. It's going to be hard from an investigative standpoint.
Right. And that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, how the hell is it going to work? Law enforcement will need an AI to police AI. That's crazy, man. I mean, I guess they could Yeah, I mean, I guess that's possible, right? Like an AI could pick out another AI, because if you put into, say, like in school, right? If you have a essay that you wrote, right? You submitted, I guess, to the professor, and they take that essay, scan it, and put it into ChatGPT. They'll ask them if ChatGPT wrote this, and it will tell you yes or no, which is kind of interesting. So, like, kind of policing itself in that regard, right? I wonder if there could be something like that for the police department or law enforcement in general, right? I think it'd be pretty cool. I mean, they have to do that. There has to be something to tell if it's a deep fake. I know they can like video analyze certain things, kind of like those hoax videos, like alien, Bigfoot, like random shit, just hoax videos. People will go ahead and they'll do analyzation to see if there's any clips or fake video inside these films, right? And you can tell in the background, like the way it's kind of compiled or whatever. So I wonder if it would be the same thing with AI and law enforcement stuff, if anything like that came about. Mr. Rudputs, thanks for the €249. You're awesome. Thank you so much.
Eagle, Smeagol mining all the way FAI, swag.
It's so random. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. All right, let's see. At what point does AI become the jury in court? Ooh, that's a good question, actually. You know what? That's a good way to think about things, too. Interesting. If you had a non-human jury, because they would be totally biased. There's no race involved, right? It's just robots looking at or listening to a case. But I feel like that would, I don't know, actually. Would that be fair? Would it be fair? Right? Because if you think about it, right, they don't have any emotion or any, I don't know. I guess they would just look at the facts, and that's what you're supposed to do, right? I don't know. That's kind of weird. That would be a very strange thing. AI movie. That would be totally cool. Totally biased. Yeah, it'd be, man, I don't know. That would be a very, very strange turn of events, to be honest. You know something? I want to show you guys what I'm picking up today in a little bit, actually. I gotta send a picture to myself. Oh, actually, you know what? I already have it in Discord. Let me open Discord so I can show you guys. I'm gonna be picking up a bunch of little grid seed miners today. Mr. Patrick Murphy, if you're here. Oh, you are here. Yes. By a jury of your peers, AI is not a peer. Oh, that's a good point too, Patrick. Patrick, yeah, I'm going to pick up those grid seed miners. I'm going to pick them up. I messaged the guy yesterday. Hold on, let me show you guys a picture. Let me get it. Where is it? Let me go over. Yep, I knew it. There it is. Over my face. So this guy has a shit ton of these little grid seed miners, even though they're not going to make anything, right? Or for money. They're just fun to have, I guess, right? Why not? Oh god, I hate when this thing goes over the same tab, even though I'm clicking on this one last. Yeah, so this dude has 33 of these grid seed miners, and I'm gonna line these all up in the crypto mining trailer. So I'm gonna go pick these up today. I offered him $300, and he said, yeah, deal. I'm like, hell yeah, $300 with everything, power supplies, cables, everything. I was like, dude, totally worth it. I don't care. I don't even care. It's perfect content. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great in the solar trailer. I can't wait. All right, let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. Nothing like following 300-year-old document back when we didn't even have cars. What are you saying, DJ? Oh, DJ's on the Neuralink thing still, I think. I think he's still on the Neuralink thing. This is so this used to mine Bitcoin, if I'm not mistaken. I think it still can, but it's very, very small hash rate, right? I actually have one. I should probably plug it in and just see what it does before I leave. Mr. Hawk, stop donating. Jesus. Thank you so much.
AI will be heavily regulated, IMHO, and projects like Poo will become illegal if it gets out of hand. You'll have to have a permit or certification to process AI. It's what's gonna happen.
The British thing, when this guy reads it, when he just said Poo, that was great. That got me. And then Imiho, whatever he just said. That was the best. AI will be heavily regulated, in my honest opinion, is what that means. And projects like proof of useful work will become illegal if it gets out of hand. That's so true, actually. You'll have to have a permit or certification to process AI. It's what's going to happen. Yeah, dude, I totally agree. And I would have just read that if you just tagged me. You didn't have to super chat. Oh, it's so funny. So funny. All right, so look at this. This is what it's gonna go over my face again. There it is. So this is the original ad. I'm gonna meet this guy today, like I said. So this, let's see, here you go. 10 for 200 with power supply, or all 33 for 400 are best cash offer. So I offer him 300 bucks. I'm gonna go pick it up. I'm gonna go meet him somewhere close by me. Pretty cool though. I was like, holy shit, this dude's got 33 of these things, man. I'm so excited to line these up in the trailer because they're supposed to be super low wattage. I have to plug mine in now. I have to plug mine in now before we leave. Damn it. I don't know. We'll see. Depends. I'm taking my kids somewhere today, and then I'm gonna meet up with this guy and grab these things. I mean, hey, whatever. Be pretty cool. You can flip them in the bull run. Somebody online after, right? Screw it. All right. Any last questions before we get out of here? You guys are awesome. I appreciate all you guys hanging out. Let me see. So less than $10 a piece. Wow, that's dope. Yeah, so I mean, dude, it's totally worth it. They've been on friggin' line for over a month at this point, right? I'm like, man, I'm just gonna go do this. You missed the tags. Well, no, I just ignore some of them, Hawk. Not if you usually tag me, I usually read it. Let me see. There's an AI video, End of the World. That is, I did miss this one. And it was scary realistic. AI predicted a nuclear Armageddon. What? Is that true, Hawk? AI video, End of the World. What? Hold on, I gotta look this up now. What's the thing? AI, is it on YouTube? Like, what is it? AI video, End of the World? That's already a search thing, so maybe. Hold on. I'm just gonna drag this over so you guys can see what the hell I'm doing. Not that one, this one. Okay. So that thing's creepy as shit. Is that Mark Zuckerberg? What the hell? All right. What are you saying? What are you saying? Using AI generated art to show the history of the world. Is it one of these, man? People have no idea what's coming. No, I don't think it's any of these. It can't be. It can't be. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. That's crazy though, Hawk. Yes, AI movie. So it's a legit movie. I have to find it. One sec. Yeah, send me a link. I'll look at it quick. That's crazy, man. It's crazy. But dude, there's like, actually, you know what? My man Yeti showed me a Tom Cruise deepfake the other day, and it was freaking crazy. Like, I would have never in a bajillion years known that it wasn't Tom Cruise. You know what? I'm gonna show you guys because it's insane. Absolutely insane. It's this right here. Yep, over my face. Oh.
In this reel,
hold on, that was loud as hell. Jesus. All right, hold on. I wasn't prepared. Not prepared for that. Let's see. Okay, so this is deep Tom Cruise. Let's see what happens. Look at this.
In this reel, you're
so
gonna see my amigo,
this isn't Tom Cruise.
Umi. He's going to introduce to you the wonderful
world
of deepfakes. How AI and VFX...
I hate Chrome. I hate Chrome with a passion. Hold on, let me pull up Brave browser. Goddamn. So annoying. Like, why does Chrome suck? All right.
In this reel, you're going to see my amigo, Chris Umi. He's going to introduce to you the wonderful world of deepfakes. How AI and VFX are unlocking the future of our imagination.
Yeah, so this isn't Tom Cruise, right? So this is a guy that has the same, you need like a similar body structure, but you can kind of tell.
What's up, TikTok?
This isn't him.
You guys cool if I play some sports?
Like, see all the faces that they can get images from? Okay, insane. Like, that's him. What the fuck? Like, see it kind of, it's so crazy. that insane? Or is it just me? So, all right. Oh, there it is. So he does kind of look similar, actually. He does look really similar. Holy shit. That's nuts. He looks really similar to Tom Cruise. But see, like, all right. So this asshole wants to create a crime or commit a crime, right? And then he dresses up like, what the fuck? Right? Like, what the hell is happening?
I think there's bubblegum inside this.
And I think he, does he sound like him too? Yeah.
That's incredible. How come nobody ever told me there's bubblegum? Incredible. Oh, yeah.
That's so fucking weird, right? Tell me that's not fucking weird. It's weird as shit. Like, look at this one. All right, let's see. Oh, wow. So this is another AI fake. Not Tom Cruise.
You know, it reminds me. I was once in Russia. I ran into Gorbachev. He said, "You know, Mr. Movie Star, are you nervous?" I said, "No, Mr. Gorbachev, I'm not."
Sounds just like him.
Nervous, I know. He goes, "Well, remember how much a polar bear weighs." I said, "Polar bear?"
Enough to break the ice.
Enough to break the ice. It's the last time I've ever seen Mikhail Gorbachev.
How messed up is that, bro?
What's up, TikTok?
Crazy, right? It's so crazy that's not him. All right, Hawk, let's see what you got. What you got, buddy? What is this?
Houston, this is
Oh, this is 10 minutes. I don't want to watch the whole thing, but...
A fleet of massive alien spacecraft just appeared out of nowhere and
Oh, this is the AI predicting nuclear... Oh, wow. They actually...
have announced that they are teaming up to make first contact.
This is freaking Chrome. Goddamn. All right, you know what, guys? If you want to watch that, a short film about alien invasion of Earth created by AI. Interesting. Dude, the AI stuff is crazy, but the deep fake thing is what really gets me, guys. If you want, go check out Mr. The video that Mr. Hawk just put in the live chat. God, that's insane though, right? The whole Tom Cruise thing. AI, it's nuts. Absolutely nuts. I don't know what's going to come of it, but that shit could get people in trouble. And it's scary to think about. It really is scary, especially if you're like, again, a YouTuber or somebody that's been online enough or a celebrity. Like there's shit that you should be scared of, to be honest, right? All right, Hawk said he's done being annoying. Perfect. I think we can end the stream now. I'm kidding. Just kidding. But you guys are awesome, dude. Thank you so much, everybody that donated. You guys are fantastic. You don't have to do that, but I do appreciate it. Mr. Crypto Frank, please hit me up and let me know if there's anything you'd like, either from my store or Hawk Crypto Mining's merch store. Feel free to pick something and we will get it over to you, and I'll whatever 3D printed parts you want, just let me know. Yeti said, just wait, I'm gonna scare the hell out of you. I know Yeti's working on something to do it to me, so we're gonna see what happens. He's gonna try to deepfake me. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be very interesting, actually. Anyways, all right, guys, I gotta get out of here. I gotta go pick up those grid seed miners, and I have to do a bunch of shit today, so daddy duty is on the rise. Have a good day, guys. Happy Thursday. I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. I'll try to do some shorts once I pick those things up, and we'll go from there. So yeah, enjoy your day. I'll see you guys soon, and peace out.